Hello everybody, welcome back to the Art with Alex YouTube channel. Today's Inktober topic will be about perspective. Today's prompt is horizon. And I feel like horizon is a good time to learn about perspective. Perspective is just simply the way how is a person seeing your art, or perhaps in your scene. There's different types of perspective, as you guys might know. There's the first point, second point, third point, and fifth point perspective. Of course, there's the fourth one. Each one just relates to the amount of vanishing points. A vanishing point is just simply where all the lines go to. And this is just supposed to simulate or emulate how the eye actually see things. First point perspective is pretty helpful for making things very simple. Maybe claustrophobic is your goal. The first point perspective is kind of simple but yet very versatile. You can really experiment with it. Second point perspective is essentially you have two vanishing points, and whenever you draw a vertical line, the horizontal ones will all go to the vanishing point. To be more accurate, one would probably use a ruler in this case, but for now, for teaching purposes, you don't really need to. You can kind of freehand it, do ghost lines. Third point perspective is pretty helpful. It's to add drama. And you might be saying, where's the third vanishing point? And it's typically way down here. And what you do is that now all vertical lines head towards the third vanishing point. So something like this. This can be used for a bird's eye view, or I guess from the ground as well. Yeah, this is typically used to add drama or to do dramatic scenes or just to do a bird's eye view. Pretty fun. The point of the second one, by the way, because I didn't mention it, is it's very common, it's very versatile. You can practically use this one for anything if you need to show more than two sides. And the last one, or the one that a lot of artists love, is the fisheye view. This one's supposed to emulate how we see things in the real world with the curvature. So essentially one point perspective, but everything curves around like a fisheye. Of course, the closer you get to the center, the less curvature there will be, and then the further out, the more curvature there will be. Very simple. So something like this. Anyways, now that we've gone through the four types of perspective, we will now be trying to implement it in today's prompt, horizon. Now I've already done a little brainstorming ahead of time, and my idea is very simple. It's to use the first point perspective, and in the first point perspective, in this kind of landscape portrait, aspect ratio is to have like a zombie apocalypse city scenery, you know? So here's like the sun, then here's these amazing towers perhaps, and I'm gonna have a bus. The bus is gonna go right along here, and then there's a zombie apocalypse, so of course all the zombies will be chasing after this person. Anyways, I'm just gonna get straight into the sketching now. As you can see here, I set my horizon line. The horizon line is just kind of where all things will go to. You can kind of see it, and if you go to the beach or look at photos of the beach, or if you search up landscape photography, especially cityscape, you'll definitely be able to see the horizon line. I'll recommend doing that for practice and drawing it, just to help you identify what it should be. typically in first point perspective, there's only one line that's heading towards the vanishing point, and those are all horizontal lines. All the verticals will be straight. There is more in depth in the topic of perspective, like the different camera lenses and what those produce, and I'll probably make a more in-depth one soon. Another important thing you guys should know when doing perspective is how to carve out forms from boxes. Boxes and perspective go together like ham and cheese, alright? They just do. They work together flawlessly. And if you understand how to make anything out of a box, then all of a sudden, you know how to draw everything. It's key to understanding how to draw. It's to learn how to draw a box. As overrated or underrated that tip is, it is fundamental to learning how to draw. Anyways, the nightmare is going to be drawing all these windows. I'm gonna just start inking just so I can get ahead of this thing. This is taking a little bit more time than usual because I've never really done something like this before, and I'm thinking about lots of different things, like how will the light look like, how should I make it, those kinds of things. So, right, this is the sun, and the sun is coming in. That means this is gonna get hit by light, this is gonna be hit by light, except for here, except the windows provide a little bit of light. So we'll have to see. As you can see here, when you're shading or adding shade, I'm also considering the perspective of the shade, which is just saying where the light source is. And especially for our first point perspective, shading is relatively easy if it's coming from one source, because it's basic. You just gotta do, or at least know, your basic shading when it comes to basic shapes like boxes, spheres, pyramids, that kind of deal. Alright, it's time to erase. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys can leave a like and subscribe if you find this content entertaining. And that would be it. Thank you.